All right, welcome to Master the Game. I am Juice, and tonight we are playing Tyranny of Dragons. Chance couldn't be here tonight, so I get the unfortunate task of controlling Krank. But I will probably try to play it as true to possible as how he would, just hiding in the dirt and rope tricking his way through everything. But with that, let's go around, let everyone introduce themselves and their characters, and we will then jump into the game. And we will start with Martin.
I'm Martin. I am playing Drukan Lordhall, an Aasimar Paladin and Sorcerer.
Yes, you are. And how does Drukan feel about the situation right now?
Oh, he's a bit exhausted about the situation, wondering how they had to take on parts of an entire army by themselves.
Well, you got Krank, so you don't. It's easy.
Yeah.
We'll just throw Krank at him. It'll be fine. Velociraptors, Martin. Velociraptors.
Paula.
I am Paula. Tonight I am playing Saphira, who is a Ghostwise halfling druid, who is just opening her eyes to see Saul open up the egg that she has been fighting for her life for, and she's died multiple times for, hoping that maybe she would get to raise a small dragon or something cool, but it doesn't seem to be going her way. So Tatiana is not going to like the fact that you have rid me of a possibility of raising a pet dragon.
It's okay. That egg is big enough that there'll be enough omelet left for all of us, including her. She'll just love it. Like it's going to be a great omelet. So.
Where does Tatiana live?
Well, I don't know. That was the whole. I'm trying to find her. She's gone, and I'm trying to find her now. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I set out in search of my one true love. So.
All right, Peter.
Other than myself. So.
Right.
All right. I'll be playing Pike. And as Pike comes to, he realizes that he must resume his quest to find the shiny rocks. And he sees that there's this huge egg. So obviously this involves some sort of healing, and he should be fully restored.
Meanwhile, looking down at his foot all mangled by the drake.
It's okay. I got 2 of them.
Do you?
Didn't you have to roll on the table last time or something?
Yeah, both of you did.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't remember, Paula?
I don't remember.
Oh, I remember what you got.
Yeah, Paula got festering injury, and then Pike might need a peg leg.
Yeah, he might. So, with that, also, if any of you viewers would like to contribute to Super Chat, you can buy these.
You just gonna skip Bill?
Oh, whoops. Sorry. Bill. Sorry, I heard he was talking a minute ago about trying to find Tatiana, and I thought he did it. It's my bad.
So I guess I'm invisible. I'm marking that down as a spell, invisibility. So
nice.
I have that now. That is the power that I have. I am Bill. I am playing Solomon Romanovich, tiefling wild magic sorcerer. Again, who just gained the power of invisibility. But I'm also rooting around in my pack right now, looking for some, I don't know, salt pork or something that'll go really well with this dragon egg as I make my omelet. So.
The downside to that invisibility is Saul has to not talk for it to work.
Also the tiefling version of David Bowie, as we learned last week.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Exactly. Yes.
And that's pretty damn cool.
Yes, it is.
All right, and we know he's trying to find Tatiana.
Yeah.
All right, so if you guys want to contribute to buying the player's inspiration, you can, or you can buy me a villain point. I have 4, so I'm sure you don't need to get me anymore. I don't know where the players sit on inspiration at this moment, but $5 will buy any player a single point of inspiration. $10 buys me a villain point. $20 buys 5 inspiration for the players.
Right out the gate.
And any of your choosing. And just so you know, we're doing some house rules where 5 inspiration can be spent for an auto crit or enforcing an auto crit fail. You can also use it to get back up at 1 hit point if you've been dropped. So, but you got to spend 5 inspiration for that. So with that, you guys left off with Saphira and Pike lying in their own blood. And meanwhile, Krank was getting bombarded by kobolds up top with glue bombs and all sorts of stuff like that. He went into a hidey hole, and you guys haven't seen him for a couple minutes. But Saphira and Pike are laid out on the ground.
All right. Remind me, I went up the steps to help Krank, right? Isn't that what I did?
I believe so. And you were shooting like sacred flames at the kobold, or you made them go to sleep and then you guys killed them or whatever.
Yeah, I walked over and I firebolted their alchemist fire jars, and then boom, everything exploded.
Yes.
So I guess what I'm getting at, there's no one, the kobolds up top are gone though, right? Like there's nobody left standing at this point.
There's no immediate threats that you know of.
Okay.
Roper's dead, all the drakes are dead.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, we ended as soon as the final drake was dropped.
Okay.
And
By
one
you,
dragon-
Saul. By you.
Yes.
One dragon.
And then you
is dead.
smashed the egg as Saphira was like slowly closing her eyes to black out.
Yeah.
It's fine.
So so Saphira is down and out then, yes? She's unconscious?
Technically, yes, she is unconscious.
All right, well, I think that's you, Martin. Like, do you have
Yeah,
any
I'm out of lay on hands and out of spell slots, so I will try to use part of my clothes to bandage their wounds as best I can.
Do I have?
To stabilize them.
I have no healing potions. I have nothing. I have a really nice. I have a great egg. Perhaps the dragon egg will revive her. Saul goes to Saphira and just starts kind of like dabbing the egg, around her mouth. Saphira, wake up! You're gonna miss the omelet.
Does Drukan heal Saphira?
Like I said, he's going to stabilize him because he is out of spell slots and out of lay on hands.
Yeah, and I've got nothing.
Did you use 5 for me last time, or were you out?
He used 5 on you. That was
Okay.
the last thing
Is that-
he did.
Yeah, that was
Lay on
last.
hands.
Okay.
So I guess stabilizing Saphira
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. She's stabilized.
already.
All right. Pike, you are laying there. Your foot is like pointing sideways. Clearly it's been mangled. You would think normally the healing would have helped you, but that foot is lifeless.
Yeah.
I give
And you
Pike
see
my
Saphira
halberd.
out cold as well.
I give Pike my halberd and say, "Here, use this as a walking stick."
Does Krank have any healing abilities whatsoever?
I was just about to check that.
Yeah, I think he's a divine soul sorcerer. So
Yeah.
I got a spear I can use.
That won't heal Saphira, though. Oh, you mean for a walking stick?
Yep.
Okay.
all right, I'll keep my halberd.
Krank finally comes down the stairs.
That sounds like Krank.
Mm-hmm. And very reluctantly, like looking around, watching his back. And he sees Saphira lying on the ground, still within the drake's mouth, but stabilized. And he walks up and let's see what spells he actually has here. No, he's got no healing.
What?
But he should have cure wounds at least.
He's got light.
This is like amateur hour over here.
He could do shocking grasp.
So, Sal pulls his charlatan's die out and just starts shaking it. And he's like, okay, who wants to call it? Should we just put her out of her misery?
Oh, he's got cure wounds. He does that.
1 through 3, we try to save her. 4 through 6.
He's got cure wounds. He'll cast cure wounds.
Okay.
But knowing him, he would only do it as a first level slot. So
Yep.
1d8 plus 3. Go ahead and
Can't
roll.
use those resources.
Yeah. Don't want to do too much. Oh, cool. And I rolled so well, you guys.
Got a
It's-
3.
I rolled a 1, so
got
I'm gonna
4.
take a solid 4 hit points. And
So-
Saphira kind of like wakes up a little bit, opens her eyes, touches her face, like,
Saphira, you're back. They wanted to put you out of your misery. They were going to roll for it. Like, it was insane. And then I saved you and put, with the dragon egg. Sorry, though, I had to break it to save you. But
Crank's
I know
like,
you'll understand.
hey.
you
You'll understand that,
you broke the egg?
to save your life,
Is there another one?
somewhere?
There's
in the
2 more
world.
eggs.
Oh, okay.
They're huge.
Okay.
They're like 3 feet tall.
Yeah. I had to. I needed to figure out how to carry one.
They roll it.
Pike points the spear at the yoke. Bring some of that healing this way.
Sal, of course, will bring the egg yolk over to keep up with the ruse. So yeah. Here, just
Crank.
apply a little of this, Pike. I'm sure that whatever that is will be fine. Like, your leg looks great.
I start slathering it on my wounds.
As his foot is just kind of like flopping around.
While Pike is doing this and distracted, Crank grabs a rock the size of the palm of his hand and casts light on it and hands it over to Pike. Look what I found, buddy.
Oh, score.
And as he's doing it, he's got a hand on Pike's back, and he casts Cure Wounds on him as well.
Oh, nice.
You could take 1d8 plus 3.
Okay, all right. I'm going to insight. I'm going to insight Crank. This is
Right.
abnormal behavior.
This is suspicious
That does not sound
behavior.
He's doing
at
it.
all. Yeah.
You got to beat. I rolled a 17 on the die. So yeah, beat a 17.
Okay, so I'm at disadvantage and I have a negative. Let's see. I basically need 2 natural 20s. Okay, that's not happening. So I absolutely don't trust him. So what's that? D8 for HP, or do you roll? I roll what?
I'll let you roll. 1d8 plus 3.
Rolled an 8.
Hooray.
Let's be honest. Do we ever trust Crank though? Like,
No.
Yeah.
After he stole that face, Drew Ken has no trust for him.
So actually, because I assume Pike is severely injured. Is everybody else injured as well?
Yeah.
I'm feeling, pretty bad, but I'm not facing any imminent death at this point. My smock got dirty, like the ruffles are a little yellowed, but it's nothing that a good cleaning won't fix. So you don't have any stock, do you?
Well, I'm asking because I could cast Healing Spirit.
Oh,
That lasts for 1 minute, die 6 per round for one person.
I think you're probably more in need of it than I am at this point, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I think you and Pike needed more.
There's 10 rounds in a minute, right?
Yeah.
Pike tries to
I had to
stand up.
think.
That egg yolk is working.
I told you. I told you.
So Saphira's gonna cast Healing Spirit, and basically she points her staff towards the open egg that's there, and as she does, the yolk of the egg starts to hover around, and it begins to swirl around in this 5-foot area. And every time you enter the yolk, you get an extra d6 of healing. So as it
You're welcome.
begins, she actually just like shoves Pike straight into the massive egg yolk swirling around.
Is that on D&D Beyond that you're using?
Yeah, healing.
I think there's a
Spirit.
maximum amount that it allows now, if that's the one I'm thinking.
So as you push Pike into the yoke using his spear as a crutch, you hear a ripping noise that Pike does not notice, and you realize his foot is still entangled in the dead roper.
Oh.
Yoke healing. Thank you.
Did his foot come off, or
Yes, it did.
Oh,
Nice.
He's walking on a nub. Poor foot.
So it should be it should be d6 per round. One
they
plus your
changed
spell
it.
casting ability modifier is how many times I can do it.
And I think they changed that too, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so it's 1 plus my spell casting ability modifier, so I can do it 7 times.
Okay. There you go.
So I'll do it the 4 for Pike, and I'll take 3, so that's
you go.
18 for Pike.
18 hit points.
Yeah,
Okay, nice.
and then I took 12.
Crank's like, so guys, we got to get out of here. They're going to be coming through that wall any minute now. I could
why
do
don't you
mold
cave
earth.
it in
and
like
we-
you did the entrance, and then we have time to escape.
Well, yeah, we could just do the mold earth and move up to the top and escape back to Greenest or something.
Yeah, let's do that as soon as possible.
I don't know. What,
How are we
I
gonna
don't
take?
know
Hold
what's
on.
the process, Crank. Like, tell me what the process is to do that. Like, sorry, Canadian people.
What's all of that about?
He couldn't help himself.
Pike walks over to the roper after realizing his foot's missing and pulls it from the roper and walks over to Crank. You collect these, right? You can have it.
Oh, yeah. I could put it in my bag. Oh, I don't have my bag.
Pike, you could use that yolk as a glue. Just let it dry a little bit. Apply some to the.
That's not going to work, Pike. Don't listen to him. You're going to need a lot more than an egg to heal your foot.
You apply a little bit to each side. Let those two dry, and then stick it together.
Crank's like,
egg yolk is
thanks,
like glue.
buddy.
So Pike legitimately has no foot now.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So you're really you're using your spear as a
Crutch.
crutch. Okay. Awesome.
What are the penalties for fighting while hopping on one foot?
Half
Really?
movement, falls at the end of a sprint, all sorts of other stuff.
Disadvantage for dex check with when I have to use something with balance, but
Yeah, it's not bad.
That's not too bad.
Pike's got
Actually,
this.
All in all, that's pretty good.
Honestly, Pike
Honestly.
swims half the time anyway. It's fine. He doesn't even really, he doesn't walk all that often anyway. So yeah.
Meanwhile, Crank starts molding the earth and opening a wall for you guys to escape.
Wait, did we search for clues? I'd ransack the dead bodies. I mean, you know what I mean?
Of the kobolds?
Yeah.
Well, they're kind of crispy at the moment, so
Well, but they might have had some cool toys or something, or they could have some healing potions, maybe, or something.
They had alchemical bombs that all went kablooey.
But that's what I'm saying. They seemed sort of like alchemists, right?
what condition are their feet in?
They're no good.
I'm gonna search the charred remains just in case anything.
Yeah, you see. Yep, you see some daggers, very crude daggers, and they all have slings, but the slings are useless because they've been burned.
Yep.
They do have coin pouches, but
Right.
when you search through them, only one of them had anything. It's one gem that's worth about 10 gold.
All right, I grab the coin pouch that contains the gem, and just kind of like throw everything else to the side. I don't want any of that.
Okay.
Nothing here, guys. Sorry.
So how exactly are we gonna get the egg out with us?
Are you
I'll
carrying
have to
them?
roll it.
I think you need to let go of the egg, Saphira. Like, let it go. Like, we
There's
need
2
to.
eggs the size of Saphira.
How are
Yeah.
we going to get?
We're only going to get one of these eggs out, so choose which one you want to save.
And it's more like, how are we going to get Pike out of here, right? Like,
No, he's got a
Oh.
walking stick. He can limp there for a bit.
Yeah, Pike's totally got this.
all right,
I'm not worried about him.
okay.
He's pretty, he's pretty resourceful.
Hey, Krank, why don't you cast light on one of the eggs, and then Pike will think it's a big shiny rock, and he'll carry it out.
Yeah, please don't.
Pike's carrying a rock right now that's lit up.
Yeah,
Right.
he's got one hand on a spear and the other is on a glowing rock.
Right.
Yeah,
if you
he's
cast
happy.
light on the egg, it'll be a giant shiny rock.
Mm.
You know, Krank would do it.
I mean, if I knew the light spell, I would totally do that, but I don't know what you're talking about.
I thought, what does Krank cast on the stones?
I didn't cast anything. That's a magic rock. Ask Pike.
Oh yeah, okay, right. Krank. I forgot you're playing Krank. Yeah, right.
So are you guys taking an egg?
Yeah,
I mean, I want to try to.
yeah,
Are you
I'll-
going to carry it?
Yeah, I'll
Sophia?
carry the egg.
Saul will carry it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
One egg?
We can, between all of us, I think we can do this.
Okay.
Yeah, as soon as Saphira picks one, I'm going to destroy the other egg.
Okay.
What?
Are you smiting it?
No, I'm just going to chop with the giant axe part until it breaks.
All right. Yeah, no problem. So you smash the third egg as Saul carries the big egg for Saphira.
Saul knows. Saul is not carrying the egg for Saphira. Saphira's egg just got crushed. This is Saul's egg. I don't know what you're talking.
No.
There were 2 eggs.
No.
I
This
picked
one
up
is
one.
mine. This
No,
is
no.
my egg.
Whose
This is my egg.
The
possession
question is
9/10
can
of the
Saul
law,
actually
and
carry the
I'm
egg
holding
by
the egg.
himself? Does Saul have the strength to carry an egg by himself?
I mean, how big are these eggs? Like,
But the
because
DM didn't ask that. So yeah,
I could.
Saul's strength is 8.
Okay, I will carry my own egg then. Thank you very much. Because
All right, Saul struggles to try to pick up the egg, and then he's just fine. You take it. You have it. I don't care. I don't care anyway.
Crank says, well, I mean, if you really want to eat some eggs, just bottle up some of the yolk that you spilled over your knee.
All right, Frank.
I hobble over to the destroyed egg that Drukan is to get more healing.
Use the yolk as glue. I'm telling you, it works. Anyone who's ever tried to like wash a plate after you made eggs for breakfast like knows just how sticky egg yolk can be. So
I mean, you're not wrong there.
yeah.
Like, you've got a good point.
Especially if it's been
I-
sitting for a bit.
I feel like Saphira's wrapped this egg in like her like bedroll,
So
you
wait,
know, just for some extra padding.
can I ask
True.
a clarifying question now?
Yep.
How big is this egg? Isn't it as big
3
as
feet.
Saphira?
Yeah, it's
Well, that-
big. It's big.
How is Saphira carrying an egg
so
that
how
is-
heavy would a 3-foot egg be?
really heavy?
I mean, yeah, but
Yeah,
how heavy?
Really heavy.
Well, I know in Out of the Abyss, the red dragon egg, which is 3.5 feet, weighed 500 pounds.
There you go.
Okay, so it's heavy.
How
Saphira.
much? How much?
But we
can
did
you-
let Saul
how-
with his
how
8
can you
strength
lift?
pick
You
one
did
up
let
above
me
his
crack
head
it over my
and
knees. Yeah,
smash
but
it over his knee.
that was an adrenaline rush. That's what that
I think you
was.
can lift 10 or 15 times your strength score?
I'm gonna look it up.
You're probably
but
not strong
I
enough,
guess-
even if that's
30 up to twice. Okay, so you can push, drag, or lift a weight in pounds up to twice your carrying capacity or 30 times your strength score.
But it's not even that. I'm saying.
But my speed drops to 5 feet.
But also, isn't it too awkwardly large? Like, how are you carrying this giant weeble? Like,
Well, it said push or lift, so she is pushing.
It is round. It could roll very awkwardly.
okay,
Yeah.
But then, then she has to roll like a dex check or something.
You know what, Bill? Let me have my goddamn egg, okay?
Egg
Why
crack.
are you trying to ruin this for me?
Oh
This is my time to shine.
Fine.
So you push the egg in under the earth, and Crank's like, "Oh, I'll just mold earth and lift this up with all of us." And he gets you guys out through the top of the cave, and on top of solid ground again, outside of the cave.
I look at him suspiciously.
What's wrong, Pike?
Seem
Where-
different.
I turn off the light on the rock now.
No, I knew it wouldn't last, so I throw it to the ground.
All right.
Weren't we supposed to be finding some magical weapons or something like that?
Yeah,
It wasn't necessary. We weren't here for the egg. We were here for other reasons.
yeah, for the treasury, but we're kind of, very bloody at the moment.
And
Did
you
we-
guys did go through the whole cave.
Yeah, and all we found was a single box full of a few coins.
Mm-hmm. It was
I guess
clearly a ransacked room.
I guess we clearly just have egg on our face.
Yeah.
Oh, but
That should have been the show, the title of the episode.
what do we see around us?
So you're on top of the thing again. So I mean, if you wanted to, there's just open like grass, and you can see it slopes down, and you could actually walk, not necessarily in the same direction as Greenest, but you could clear this area and make your way back if you wanted.
Oh,
We have to go
don't-
get our equipment back from that.
That's what I'm saying. We don't see anybody around, right? Like,
On this side. So you guys are on. So it's like a C. You guys are on top of it, like right here. Your equipment was at the opening of that like area, but it was like hidden behind some rocks across the way.
So
okay.
we would have to go around.
Yes. And looking down, you notice the camp is not as big as it once was. There's not as many people there.
Well, plus, but we have to go around with Pike on a spike, right? Like, he's gonna be sort of like hobbling and not very stealthy. So I guess what I'm suggesting is, should we have Pike on a spike stay here, or do we want him to go with us? How stealthy do you think you could be, Pike?
Is there any water around?
Nope.
No. Not very stealthy.
All right.
I could stay here with him and the egg.
You stay with the egg. All right.
No, I think we need to get him someplace where we can get him a peg leg or a fake leg.
Pike on a spike. I like it. We should replace his leg. You should have a weapon leg. Okay, now. All right, now. Okay, yeah. Let's.
We'll call him Daggerfoot.
Pike Daggerfoot.
Or we can just call him Pike,
How stealthy are you, Drew Can?
Nah.
Don't you? You have metal armor, right?
Yeah, I have a chainmail shirt thing.
I mean, Saul, it's really like you and I right now if we're trying to look for stealthy people in the party.
That's what I'm saying. So, do you want to come with Saphira to get this, or do you want to stay here with Pike?
Well, I don't think Pike should stay here by himself.
Oh, I could do a rope trick. We'll get Pike up in this hidey hole.
There you go. Perfect, Crank. You are the man, Crank.
Take the egg with you.
Yeah, that's not a problem.
I'll just mold water and it'll shape and freeze and right up into
I'll
the
cast
hole.
thaumaturgy to make it a little bit warm and cozy for the egg.
Yep.
I don't even know if he has that.
All right, so here's the plan. Martin is going to stay here and protect Pike and the egg. And I think Saphira and I are going to stealth over and try to get the stuff. How do you feel about that, Pike and Drukan?
Okay. And then once we've rested, we can head back to Greenest.
Yeah. Or should we just rest and get our stuff? I think that we need to get our stuff now.
Yeah.
Because I'm saying there's kind of a distraction at the moment. And if we were, if we rest.
I mean, they're busy trying to dig back into the cave after we caved it in. So I think we have plenty of time to sneak away.
And rest, though? I mean, I want a long rest. I feel like I need to sleep for the entire night.
Yeah, I know that feeling. Yeah, no, let's try and move stealthily and try and get Pike
Okay.
to the woods.
Well, Krank has created his little hidey hole in the rope trick. Pike will be fine there. He's going to be safer there than he is in the woods.
Crank says, I could also just hide us under the dirt and make our own little cavern with a little bit of hole for air. We'll be fine.
Oh. Yeah. All right. So, underground cabin.
Yeah, I could do that.
All right. We'll do underground cabin. You guys go get the gear and come back.
All right. Ladies first. After you, Saphira.
Okay.
All right.
So you guys start making your way around as it slopes down.
Stealthily making
Yep.
Yes.
And as you start walking around, you do see what looks like a wagon carrying some stuff on it. It's in the distance. You guys are hidden between rocks. And it does look like maybe some of the people from camp have a wagon full of stuff. And they're heading southwest. Which it just happens to be crossing the section you need to get it over to the other side.
Do we think that's the treasure, Saphira?
It might be.
I think it is.
How
Does
big is this wagon? Can we see into it?
Well, you do know there's many wagons that were in camp, and a lot of them are already gone.
Okay.
So you only see one at the moment, and it is guarded by about 10 guys.
Oh, that's it. That's the stuff.
I mean, are we gonna do this?
I could fireball it. I really could. How many feet away is this thing?
About 80 feet right now.
I could do it. Saphira. I'm serious. I have 150-foot reach on this.
I mean, what?
What's the worst that could happen?
I mean, I guess we could do it. There's 10 of them.
10 guys, yep.
And are these
Are they kobolds?
are these well equipped?
No, they look like
well-equipped
normal
soldiers?
No, they look like normal people, mostly humanoids, mostly human. But from this distance, it's hard to make out specifically what they are.
Are we far enough away from the camp that the camp wouldn't notice?
No, they'd probably see the smoke.
Oh, yeah, we can't do that.
God.
Plus, where they're heading from is basically from the entrance with those tall towers, and they are still within sight of the tower.
Well, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna wait for the wagon to pass. Then we're gonna go get our stuff. The problem is though, we're not taking a long rest. We're following that. We're following them.
We got to go back and get
No, I know. But,
Yeah.
but then we can't long rest. We have to immediately get on the road and follow wherever the hell that wagon is going. That's our stuff. That's our payday. Right
It
there.
probably is.
And there's probably more eggs in there, Saphira. Just saying.
I do have fog cloud. That could sort of obscure some of it. Okay. All right. I guess let's wait for it to pass and then we'll grab our stuff.
And then we'll go back and get them, and we're gonna follow. We're definitely following.
Okay. So to cross over to the other rocks on the other side, where your gear is hidden behind, you will have to each make 2 stealth checks.
Okay.
Against my perception. Okay. My first roll was a whopping 1, so you guys are almost guaranteed to get past that one.
Nat 20, baby.
There you go. What was your second roll?
Oh, my second roll is
You just got to beat a 14.
10.
Oh.
Okay, so my first one.
Nat 20 on the first roll that like I made it.
You get advantage on your second roll. How about
okay.
that?
All right, perfect.
Beat a 14.
I got a 12 on my first one.
You made it because I rolled a 1.
And I got a 15 on my second one.
You barely made it.
I got a dirty 20 on my second roll.
Perfect. So you guys make your way across and go around the rocks. And as you do, you see about 30 bodies of mercenaries lied out all over this area. And you do see some dead kobolds sprinkled throughout as well. When you look closely, you do see the guy who let you guys off of the crosses that you were chained to. And he is dead.
Huh.
How did they look like they died?
Combat. It's possible like these kobolds, maybe some other mercenaries, but just like stabbing and cutting wounds. Some of them, were hit clearly with bolts from crossbows.
Huh.
I mean, can we tell if there were clearly survivors on one side that went, running off in a different direction? Can we kind of infer who won, or?
Yeah, you could infer these guys lost, and probably people from the camp won.
Okay.
Well, sucks to suck. But Saul grabs as much gear as he can carry with his 8 strength. Saphira, you're probably going to have to carry the rest.
You're able to find like chainmail, scimitars, long swords, all that stuff still on these bodies.
Okay. None of them would happen to have a prosthetic limb, would they?
No. There's plenty of feet, though.
They just keep them in their pocket. We're just gonna pull on all their appendages just to make sure.
Think that maybe one of them is like a pirate and has a peg leg or something. I don't know. Okay. Do any of them have torches or clubs?
Yeah. You do find about 12 torches.
Great. I grab them. Peg legs. Replaceable peg legs right here. Like
it's clear that the guy you found it on must be like their standard bearer, the flag guy, because there's a flag next to him and he's got a pouch with a lot of different supplies, including torches.
I grab the flag as well.
Okay. It is of some sort of mercenary company's logo.
Yeah, it's stylish though. So like I grab it.
Yeah, it's not the nicest. It's all tattered. It's pretty
fine.
ugly.
I can sew it. I grab it anyway.
All right.
So, what do you want to do, Sphira?
I mean, let's just go get the rest of our stuff and get out of here.
All right. Okay.
So I believe Krank had molded earth to bury your stuff, if I remember right. I could be wrong, but it was buried. I do know that.
I mean, I think he super buried his stuff in some sort of miscellaneous secluded area. The rest of us just like piled our stuff somewhere else. So
Yeah, that's exactly how I remember it. Too.
You're able to find all of your guys' gear.
Okay.
cool. So we'll run back to where the party is stealthily.
Okay. So you're able to make your way all the way back. Nothing eventful happens. You don't see anything new. That wagon is gone out in the distance. You can't even see it anymore. You get back to where Pike, Drukan, and Krank are, and your egg.
Guys, we saw a wagon.
It was
Full of
low
what?
Stuff.
Our stuff is in the wagon?
No. The stuff that we were looking for, I'm sure. I'm sure it was.
Oh.
It had like 10 guards.
Did you get us a ride?
No, but hey, I found you a peg leg. Pike, here, try this. And I hand Pike one of the torches.
What do you do with that, Pike?
I'm always thinking of you, buddy. That's all I got to say. So, you know.
I don't know if this will work.
Do you want me to tie your new foot onto your leg, Pike?
Okay.
I will spend some time trying to tie the tightest knot I possibly can to make sure that it doesn't come off easily.
Can I like supervise this process as a medical professional?
And watch to see how tightly I do this?
It's just, I don't even know what I'm looking for, but like.
You're just tying it alongside his leg, but a little bit sticking out so he can use it as a peg leg?
I mean, like, how could it possibly get worse? He lost his leg. Like, it's just nothing there.
Yeah, no, I'm not doing the whole, I'm going to jab the stick part into the open wound where his foot used to be kind of thing.
Oh, you're going to try and jab it up in there?
No.
No, he's not doing that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You're just tying it along the side of his leg then.
I am bracing his leg with as many torches as possible. That they all stick out. So he has multiple torches.
So, Pike, how does that work? What do you think?
That was not the intention, though. That was not the original idea. The original idea was like a peg leg, right? Like you like the one end.
Yeah, I don't think a single one is going to support this massive muscle that is Pike.
On top of that, it's severed at the ankle.
Oh.
So it might be a little bit long. He was very clear before the session. He lost his foot, not his leg.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm making sure there's like 6 of them wrapped around his calves into the thing. So that he has...
You could probably just get him a boot and tie it really tight. I was just going to
say, you just need to find him a boot then. Like, yeah.
So you guys probably would have came back with at least a boot.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
It doesn't help him mechanically, but from a roleplay
standpoint, wait a minute.
Yeah, it works.
What if we and I'm really being serious now, right? Like if we hacked off the person's foot with the boot, like then he wouldn't even really be limping because it would be like the same.
We'd have an open wound next to a rotting foot. I'm sorry.
It would be soft and cushioned. Like it's like
my medicine skill says no to that.
I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, my medicine skill says no to that.
Note to self. Yeah. Note to self.
Tried,
Hope you never end up in a life or death situation with Bill.
I tried, Pike. That was going to be the best solution, buddy.
Oh, I love it. Okay. But yeah, you got a new boot.
Okay.
Did you even wear shoes before, or
sandals?
So now he's got a boot and a sandal. It's kind of weird, but
okay. So Krank says, "So how are we getting this egg back? I mean, I could do. Let me look at my spells here. I could do something. I'm sure.
Yeah, he's got to have some sort of levitation spell.
That's what I was thinking. Like Tensor's floating disc. I got it right here.
Yep.
There we
go. But this might be too heavy. Up to 500 pounds. I got this.
There you go.
I got this. So I'll carry your egg for
roll
you.
Off the platform.
For a small price, of course, but I'll do it. I'll get it back to Greenest for you.
I gave you a foot.
Yeah, I must have lost it when I was helping us get out of there. I don't have it anymore.
So I could have used whatever hit dice I have during this time in the rope trick.
Yeah,
stage.
you would
No,
have
we
had-
didn't do rope trick. We did the cavern or whatever.
Yeah, you guys would have had probably 2 hours to
Okay.
sneak down and around effectively. So it's been 2 hours, and even
Yes.
you guys, all of you, can use your hit dice if you want.
Oh, nice.
Oh. Sweet.
Oh, do it.
Oh, I only have like 2 left.
So, you guys heading back to Greenest then? What's the marching order? What's the plan? Or are you trying to track down that wagon, even though I know you guys said you wanted a long rest?
Well,
Yeah, it's gonna be 8 hour head start on us.
I mean, if we're saying, yeah, right. But if we're saying that it's taken 2 hours, right? Like at this point, is
Yeah,
that
total. To like get down, get over there, grab your stuff.
Are
and
we
then go
even
back.
going to be able to catch the? Are we even going to be able to catch the wagon at this point?
I don't think so. We're on foot, and they had something pulling it, right?
No.
It was hard to tell from their angle. You could assume so, though.
Yeah, I think we should just head back to Greenest and let them know what we saw.
I have 0 spells, 0 hit dice. I got nothing. I'm spent. Woo, I'm spent. But got both feet, so there's always a bright side.
So you're 1 foot ahead of Pike, is what you're saying. All right. So you guys start making your way back to Greenest. You take a different route than before. Who's leading the charge? Drew can?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not very good at perception, but I'll do my best.
I can try and like scout ahead a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going really slow because I have half speed and I have 2 levels of exhaustion, so it's half of that.
Yes, you guys get ahead of Pike, and you keep looking
We should
back.
put Pike on
That's
the
her
disc
fucking
as
disc,
well
yeah.
as the egg.
You want to ride the egg, Pike?
You want to keep it warm, Pike?
You could help keep it warm.
You sit, just sit on the egg.
I guess so.
So Pike straddles the egg on top of the disc. You guys start making your way back, and it's uneventful. Like, you guys don't come across any stragglers, nothing. And when you get about a quarter mile out of town, you can see it coming through, because you start going through like some woods. And you can see the town, and obviously
Before we get all the way into town, though, I'm gonna use my bedroll, right, to cover up the egg. I don't want to like totally. I mean, I know we're walking into town with a floating disc with stuff on it, but like it doesn't need to have a giant dragon's egg. Also,
I don't think a bedroll would wrap it up real well.
well, you know what? I'm gonna try. That's all I got, man.
I mean, it is a bedroll for a halfling, so
Right. Do me a favor. Give me a wilderness roll. Or a survival roll.
I was like, what are you talking about, wilderness?
You're trying to like conceal it with that bedroll.
You know what? I feel pretty good about this. This is a 13.
Okay.
It's like right
it
on the
wraps
edge,
around it okay. Because you're 3 feet tall, it's at 3 feet. So it wraps around it. But if anyone was like next to it, they'll see there's definitely an egg that Pike is sitting on. So when
Honestly, probably more focused on the fact that Pike's missing a foot, though. Like they're not
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I got a boot there now, so
it's got 1 sandal, 1 boot.
If anybody starts to notice the egg, just take the boot off,
Yeah.
chuck it at them or something. Wave your leg around.
As you cross the bridge into town, little tiny bridge just over that little river, you see that there's some wagons that have a flag. In fact, there's one of those carriages that like hides the people inside of it. Real fancy. And the flags on top of it are of a gauntlet, like a metal gauntlet of... You guys would recognize it as a gauntlet of Torm. And it just happens to be outside of the tavern, which is called... the Unfilled Mug.
Is this like a flag we've seen before?
Give me a history check.
Oh. 13.
So you do know this flag in particular belongs to the Order of the Gauntlet. It's one of the... There's 5 notorious factions that many adventurers belong to in the Forgotten Realms, and this is one of them. Or, I'm sorry, Faerun, not Forgotten Realms.
These are the kind of organizations that burst in and goes, I'm here on official business for the good of the country. Kind of thing.
We are the Flaming Fist. They're gonna steal your egg, Saphira. Like, I'm just saying, you don't want those people to know you have.
Well, do you have a blanket or something?
I know. I was actually looking. I do not. I have traveler's clothes. No.
What do you put on you at night? You just don't.
I sleep.
You
out.
know, like you're like really ill prepared for outdoor missions.
I use my backpack as a pillow, and that's it. Like, yeah, that's all.
It is daytime, by the way. When you guys were walking through the town, you could see repairs have already began on many of these buildings that were burning back during the attack just a few days ago now.
What if we have Krank bury the egg in the dirt? He likes to do that. Krank, you feel like doing your cool mold earth trick?
Yeah, you want to do it in the alley behind the tavern?
Sure.
Guys, what if it... Okay.
So, Saphira, come with me so you know where your egg is.
They're going to take your egg, Saphira. We have to hide it.
And he does.
Okay.
He buries it for you.
But don't bury it down, like...
No, it's only a couple inches.
All right. I'm nervous about this plan.
The noise from the tavern is really loud. There must be a lot of people in there.
Honestly,
Dan's gonna go
I don't
check
think
it out.
Krank would say inches. I think he'd say like centimeters or like meters.
That's true.
Dan's gonna go inside and he's gonna actually kind of gesture for Saul to come with him because he knows Saul's good with people as well.
For sure. Yeah, Saul follows Drew Cannon.
When you guys walk
Great
in,
team, Jack.
Pike, where are you? Are you walking in with them as well?
Pike's not
Or are you with Saphira and Krank?
Yeah, since I was with the egg.
Okay. So Drew Cannon and Saul walk in, and when you walk in, there are people everywhere. There's clearly some people who have lost their homes are here. And things like that. There's, people standing, especially up by the bar. There's a lot of congestion of bodies. But when you look to your right, along the exterior wall in the corner, you see some armored men that have that gauntlet on their chest. And in fact, there's one guy in particular who's a really large guy. He's got a beard. And you can hear him over everybody just laughing and having a good time. There's a dartboard next to him. One of his men is playing darts with somebody else. And you also see the guy you rescued from the raider camp, Leosin, sitting at the table with that guy.
Hmm.
I'll walk over and wave to Leosin as we approach.
Oh, Leosin stands up and says, please, please come sit. And as he's doing that, Krank, Saphira, and Pike walk in as well.
As I take a seat, I'll gesture for Saphira and Pike and Krank to come join us. And point to the guy like, hey, that's the guy we saved.
Hey, I know you.
Yeah, so obviously things are a little crazy here. So did you guys get any information back at the Raider camp? I'm happy to see you guys made it out alive. There was a lot of people there.
Were we supposed to get information?
Yeah, it got kind of wild there for a second.
Yeah, I think most of the people we talked to wanted us dead instead and didn't really want to divulge anything, unfortunately.
You guys had found paperwork before you went down and fought the drakes and stuff. It was when you were in that one room.
That's
Oh, yeah,
right.
on the desk.
Saul was taking
yes.
the sheets though, so Saul probably didn't pick up on it. But
yeah, for sure.
because he was like folding sheets,
Yep.
and Krank was wanting to sit on the bed.
Oh, you know what? I had. Damn it, Saphira. I have like those 1,000 thread count sheets that I.
Yep.
Yeah, we could have covered up.
You got a lot of fabric in your bag right now.
You know, it's my thing. So
Yeah, you just didn't want to use it on my egg.
Yeah.
I get it.
Who has the
fine.
note? Then who has the note?
So I'm trying to remember the exact paperwork. Hang on, let me pull it up. I could tell you.
Got a
guys.
I mean, I have a copy of what the note says, but Pike wouldn't have kept the note.
my guess is Krank has the note.
Yeah.
Because
I don't-
What's it say, Pike?
it was Drukan and Krank who were the ones who first looked at the desk.
Yes. So what's it say, Pike? What's your note say?
Let me copy it, put it in the chat,
Okay.
because that's what the
Everything must be freighted north to Neritar. Resmir allowed us to keep some pearls, a ring, and a handful of small stones. You also found a bunch of maps, I think, if I remember right, in that
Yeah.
same area.
Hey, that wagon that was leaving the encampment, was it headed north?
Just heading southwest, you said.
Southwest. So, but the maps that you saw showed places that were like circled, like different towns that that you would assume had been raided because Greenest was one of them. And then there was a line drawn over to what is the name of that city? It's near Candlekeep. There's a city south of Candlekeep. Starts with a B, I think. It's not Baldur's.
Burgost.
Baldur's Gate.
Yes. So Baragost or Burgost. And so you know that is one of the places too. And it stops. All the stuff stops with the arrows and everything when it gets to the crossroads, or not the crossroads, the Coastway Road, north of Baldur's Gate. Do you guys share that information with Leosin?
Yeah, we'll have Krank pull out all the papers we collected and show them and help them sift through them to try and make sense of them.
When you pull them out and hand them to Leosin, the big guy in armor kind of looks down real quick. Imagine a guy, he doesn't look like him, but he's a lot like the king at the start of Game of Thrones, like his personality type. He loves everything. Booze. He loves talking about hunting, like very macho kind of guy. Probably in his earlier days could have kept up with it. Now he's a little out of shape. His armor barely fits on him, kind of deal. But he's very loud and boisterous and overly excited about things like that. In fact, when his guys are over there and they're playing darts, if they get a little rough with each other, you can even see he gets a little excited seeing the testosterone run between them. So Leosin starts looking over the stuff, and he says, "Oh, where are my manners? This over here, this is Anthar Froome. He's part of the Order of the Gauntlet. And yeah, he came into town. I was hoping you guys would find something because I was just sharing information about all the attacks that we've knew about. For a while, we just thought it was bandit attacks, but clearly this was the Cult of the Dragon. So, and he's looking at it. He says, it looks like they're definitely going to take the Coastway Road. Okay, that's manageable. We could definitely stop them from getting where they're going, but and we know they're amassing treasure and shipping it north, but why? And where exactly are they taking it? Do you guys think if we help you out, would you be able to find out why and where exactly they're taking it to?
Yeah, I believe so. If we help out and work together on this, Baragast. So, would we be heading to Baragast to see what's going on over there, or would we try to find out what's to the north of it?
Leosin says, well, looking at this, I wouldn't try to get to Baragast. You're not going to get there in time if something's happening. But we could definitely get you up to the Coastway Road and maybe get you on one of those caravans of some sort. I don't know. We can talk about it. I got to talk and come up with a solid plan with Anthar tonight, but maybe tomorrow we'll have something. Anthar
Tomorrow sounds good because I would love to get some rest.
Anthar says, yeah, what the heck, Leosin? Always trying to talk business. Let's have some fun tonight. I just got into town. I want to have some drinks. I want to have some booze. I want some entertainment. Let's have some fun tonight. We'll talk about all that later.
Hell yeah, this is my kind of guy. This is my kind of guy.
With that, Anthar says, hey, we need more drinks over here. We got some heroes over here of Greenest. Leosin told me what you guys did for Greenest. You guys scared off an adult blue dragon? That's quite the feat.
It ran.
It ran? I like this guy. He points over at Pike. Look at how serious he is, though. You got to loosen up, buddy. He kind of nudges you in your shoulder.
In fairness, he just lost a foot. So
Yeah.
Oh.
No, we know where it is.
I mean, we do, but it's not going to go back on.
Take off your boot, Pike. Show him your scar.
Yes, show me. I would love to see this.
All right, take off my boot.
He looks at it. He's like, oh, I've seen worse. You're just above the ankle bone. I've seen people that have lost it almost all the way up to the knee. What caused it?
Some tentacle creature.
Oh.
A roper.
Oh. What's a roper?
They're a weird creature that disguises itself as a stalactite and shoots out tentacles to grab you and pull you into its giant mouth.
Oh, that sounds amazing. Well, sounds like it was a good fight. Clearly, you survived. Did you kill it?
Yeah.
There you go. And this is at that raider encampment?
Yeah, deep in their cavernous offices where they had kobolds, drakes. We even fought a guy this big blue dragon guy, and a priestess woman.
Leosin says, oh, yes, that was Mondath and Kyanrath.
Oh, Kyanrath, yeah.
Kinky red.
And who delivered the final blows, Anthar says.
Well, you know what time? Because there were a lot of skirmishes in there.
So it wasn't her then? And he looks at Saul.
Well, Saul killed the roper, but
Wait, what? You?
Yeah. me. That's right. And I thought, where's my drink? Like, I thought drinks were coming. Like,
Oh,
what?
just here. And he shoves a drink in your hand. He takes it from like one of his men. It's
And
like,
so-
you killed that beast, so you clearly deserve a drink.
that
It cost your
and-
friend his foot.
That and a drink. No, that was her. She was pulling him out of the roper's mouth, and his foot came off. That wasn't me. I
Well,
actually killed the beast that was biting his foot off, and then
I'm sorry that I had to save everybody's life so many times.
you
It
know,
was
she
just- I
interjected
couldn't
herself.
see the foot,
she
man.
protected herself, and then
Yeah.
he lost his foot. And then like
well,
I
They-
even went to go try to find a peg leg for him. By the way, you wouldn't happen to have any sort of like prosthetic limbs or anything.
No.
Is there an order of the boot we could see?
No, but maybe after all this, you can start that faction. What was your
Yeah.
name, Pike?
How long were you holding on to that one?
yeah, no, he lost a foot when he was stuck in a tug of war between the roper and a pair of drakes. Saphira, he had turned into a large crocodile and chomped away at the drakes, while Saul blasted the other thing while I held off the kobolds.
You and he looks at your armor. You're wearing nice armor and stuff, aren't you?
I'm wearing a chain shirt, and I got my kind of tattered military thing of the Order of Tyr from my former military outpost.
Interesting. So you clearly went for the big guys while, they went for the small fries like the drakes.
I'm gonna use my telepathy to tell Pike that I think I might kill this guy.
No, it was more the kobolds were being a pain because they're throwing these giant jars full of glue, and we were having trouble moving around because of them.
You said
I thought
glue.
Yeah, that was flammable, so we couldn't.
Yeah,
use
they
any
had
flame
they had
magic.
like fireballs too that they just didn't get those off.
Yeah, they
And
threw
then
the
I-
glue
and then-
down, and they were getting ready to throw the fire off, and then I cracked them open over their heads, and they caught on fire themselves.
And then I made everybody a nice omelet.
But really, I think it was the part when I summoned the fairy that really assisted and aided in the entire endeavor.
Yes, the yoke was healing.
So Anthar's looking over at all of you guys. He seems very impressed with your story. He's laughing. He's having a good time. He sees the banter between you guys, and he tries to jump in and act like he's in on the banter with you guys. And with that, we're going to take a 5-minute break.
All right.
We'll be right back. All right, we're back, and so you guys are sitting there. Drinks come, all like a ton of food is brought over the table. You didn't even see anybody order it. They're just bringing plates of food to the table. And Anthar, the big guy in the plated armor, is handing this food out to all of his people. Sometimes he just randomly gives it to a person standing in the area and just like, here you go, eat up. He's just, he's the life of the party. And as this is happening, one of Anthar's guys is really drunk and bumps into Pike mid-drink. Pike, what would you like to do?
I just step away from him.
Anthar looks at you and he's like, you're just going to let him do that? And he goes up and he grabs his guy and shoves his guy to the floor. Watch where you're going, man.
I feel like somebody's compensating for something, but
Yeah.
Do you say that out
Being
loud?
polite. No, be polite.
oh no. No, but I could say that in everybody else's head. So
So
Does-
Leosin,
Does Anthar's plate mail look like it would fit Drukan?
yes, with lots of extra space.
Like, but would Drukan legitimately be able to wear his plate?
Probably.
So Saul walks up to Anthar and he says, "You look like a gambling man. What you want to place a little wager?"
Oh. Well, depends. What are we talking here? I love this idea.
Me too. I'm a gambler at heart. Like I can't. What do we say?
You want to wrestle? Let's
No,
do
no,
this.
no. We're gonna gamble. We're gambling, Anthar. We're
Yeah, we
gambling.
can gamble on us wrestling.
We're gonna let the dice gods decide. So
Dice.
I'll bet you.
I've got dice right here.
I'll bet you my friend's chainmail shirt for your plate mail.
That's not a fair trade.
It's
I don't
game-
want his shirt.
Here's what's gonna happen. If you roll this dice and you roll a 1, then or if you roll a 1, I win. If you roll a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6, you win. Those are good odds.
Yeah, but that chain shirt's worth like 20 gold. I got no need for that. Come on, offer something better.
All right, a chain shirt. Hit that chain shirt and these beautiful 1,000 thread count sheets. And my friend's foot. You can keep it as a souvenir,
And his foot?
a trophy.
Krank says, I'll raise you a cultist head. He pulls his backpack out and sets it on the table. He doesn't open it. Okay, well, just a minute. Hey, over here. I need you to make sure there's no funny business going on. He has his friend come over.
Yep.
And he's like, do that detect magic thing you can do. We're going to gamble with dice.
is he, just for clarification, is he detecting magic on the dice?
In general.
In general, you can see if magic is cast. Like within an area.
Well,
Anything that's magical will have an aura.
Saul says, "What you seriously? You need somebody to cast detect magic? You can't. This just can't be a bet amongst men. Are you trying to say?
Gotta keep it fair.
Look, are you legitimately saying that you don't trust me? Like my friend lost his foot. I got my head bashed. Saphira died twice and came back.
You told me you killed this roper.
And I did.
Yeah, so you have magic. I need to make sure there's no funny business. I know what mages can do. Look, I have been in the best gambling halls that you can imagine.
I am no mage, and quite frankly, if you don't trust me enough to just let this go fair, then I don't even want to gamble with you.
Oh, someone's backing out.
Personally, I am offended
Give me a performance check.
I will. Well, performance or persuasion?
Persuasion's fine.
Nice. Better. So that's a 12.
So he is like, he turns over to Saphira and Pike, who are clearly sitting next to each other, and he's like, "This guy's a snake oil, isn't he? He's a salesman, isn't he? He almost had me for a minute. Almost had me going. I almost believed he was offended. Almost.
Hold on. I mean, I can contest. I can attest to the fact that I am not Saul's biggest fan, right? But I don't want to say he's a total snake, you know? But like, does he like to take risks and walk on the wild side a little bit? Yes, you know.
Why?
But he's not a con man.
I tell you what. If you want a test,
and I thought that you were a
strength,
man's man too, Anthar, but apparently you're not. Apparently you're a little girl.
He takes his gauntlet off and puts his arm on the table and says, "Let's do this, just for pride." Come on, you said you're a man's man. Let's show it.
All right, hold on. Let me just see what I can do here.
For the record, we did not lose.
If you have enhanced ability.
I just want to see what I can do here for a second.
Speaking of which, let's see if Krank can do anything either.
Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, no, me neither. Hold on. There's got to be something I can do. There's got to be something.
Krank could cast sleep. But it starts with it's everybody, and it starts at the lowest HP.
All right. You know what? I don't care. I'm doing it. So I put my I put my arm up on the table. The table, and I grasp his hand, and
All
then
right.
you know, as we start to arm wrestle, I cast thaumaturgy, and and I create an instantaneous sound like behind his ear, like it's somebody yelling, "Hey!" And then when he looks away, or if he looks away, I slam his hand down onto the table.
So I will roll at disadvantage. Okay, what, Saphira?
I was going to say, if he looks away, I would like to use a bonus action to conjure a bear spirit.
Nice.
and the bear spirit would actually give Saul advantage on all strength-based checks.
Nice.
All right. So he does. He, as soon as he hears that, he looks, and Saul's like getting the jump without even being told, "Go!" And so, Saul, you do feel him stop you from moving, but roll with your advantage. I'll roll with disadvantage.
Okay. All right.
Pike stands up when he hears that voice because somebody's in here.
Okay, first roll is
9.
First roll is an 18.
So you win.
Okay.
With advantage, you win. So
Nice.
He's so distracted, and like, you know, you do this push, but all of a sudden the bear shows up, and you just get this strength, and it goes boom, and he's like, "What? Oh, this was bullshit. Let's do this again."
Yes, win.
Did you hear that?
No, I won. Don't be a sore loser, man. That's not a good look on you. Really, all your men are here right now.
Anthar gets up,
You sore loser.
puts his hands on the table, gets up, puts his gauntlet back on, and walks to the bar to get a drink.
I heard it too. Where'd he go?
Leosin's looking at you guys. Wow, this is very entertaining. Normally, you know, people kind of cower around Anthar, but you guys are just toying with him.
That sounded like one of the cultists. I need to search the area.
Like, shut up. It's on the Altus Decay. Like,
Leosin tells you, he's like, I'm gonna go get a room, but Yeah, first thing tomorrow for breakfast, we can talk, strategy. Just meet us back at this table. I'm sure Anthar will be fine by then, but have fun. Don't do anything stupid. Don't let him rope you into fighting or any of that stuff. He always tries to get people to fight for his entertainment. Just don't let him do that. And Leosin makes his way upstairs to his room. Anthar comes back with some ale. He's like, he gives you a little tip, yeah, good job, Saul. Good job.
Oh, it's amazing. Yeah, sucks to suck, buddy. But where's my ale? Yeah.
Where's who?
Where's my ale? You went to the bar. I won. You came back with an ale for yourself, but no ale for me. That doesn't seem right.
I've been giving you ale all night. Look, right here. And he pushes someone's drink right in front of you.
Are you not going to do the dice thing with him?
He doesn't want to do it, Pike.
Then I will. I'll bet you my foot.
I don't want your foot.
Your foot was already on the table. Literally.
Literally.
What else do you have to offer?
So wait, did Drukan get his armor?
No, that was for pride.
Yeah, the armor.
Oh.
The arm wrestling was just because I said he wasn't a man.
Oh. I probably would have let you lose that.
Would Drukan even want this armor, knowing that it's got the Gauntlet of Torm on it?
Not really, no.
Yeah, he wouldn't even wear it. He'd be like, no.
Yeah, he'd probably want to ask if he could upgrade to something a little bit more sturdy than just a chain shirt.
Yeah.
See if they had anything available. Because he knows full plate would be super expensive.
Guys, did we actually get any treasure, anything?
Yeah, I got 80 gold coins worth of coin and gems.
And I got a shiny rock, a gem.
There's been treasure. You just don't take notes, Paula.
No, I mean, is there group treasure that we could divide up? Is that the 80 gold? All we found so far is 80 gold. We're level 6 and we've got 80 gold and no magic shit.
Also, I think we could take Anthar's full plate and then you could just take it to a blacksmith and have a sigil put on it.
We'll just have the blacksmith do a quick X over top of the one that's on there.
Exactly. I'm sure
Problem solved.
I'm sure Krank has some sort of manipulate metal spell that he could,
He'll put some dirt on it, mold earth into Tyr's
I heard
symbol.
that egg is a really good glue. We could just glue the part of the banner over top of it.
All right. Do we want to continue to screw with Anthar, or do we want to just get some rest?
I mean, we could just get some rest. That's fine.
Well, I mean, if Drukan doesn't want the plate mail anyway.
Yeah, I don't want his plate mail. I want to get my own eventually.
He wants to earn it with his own sweat from his brow.
Hard work.
Fine.
Fine.
He's pulling himself up by the bootstraps, okay? He's gonna earn it.
What about Pike? Pike's only got one bootstrap now.
I just want to be able to use my charlatan's die once. I picked a goddamn magic item, and every time I try to use it, DM Juce won't let me. So
I let you. You were allowed to use it. I didn't say you couldn't.
All right. What do you guys want to do?
Anthar tells you can he'll cover your room.
All right. Well, I'm keeping my sheets then. I don't trust.
Yeah, I don't want your sheets.
Okay.
All right. So you guys are able to go and get your full night's rest.
Yep.
All right. I change out the dirty, ratty, nasty sheets that are on the bed in the inn with my really nice new ones.
So yeah, and this is not the nicest tavern. It's not like a slum, but it's not anything, nothing fancy. In fact, almost all night you guys hear people downstairs just loud, just a ruckus. At some point, right before the sun starts to come up, the noise does stop, and it does actually get quiet. So if any of you were struggling to sleep, you were then able to probably sleep because it did get quiet enough.
Once we get up, I'm going to find someone within the gauntlet to see if they have any splint mail.
Oh, you got to talk to Anthar. I don't have anything to spare. I mean, but yeah, Anthar, I mean, you got to talk to Anthar. Are you part of the Order of the Gauntlet? Because you're not. You're wearing symbol for tier.
Yeah.
Who are you? Why are you asking me for stuff? I don't understand.
That's cool. I can ask for better armor.
Dude walks away, very confused. Clearly, he's not the most intelligent. Probably still drunk from the night before. You guys do see Leosin and Anthar sitting in the corner. Anthar's right-hand man, who was there to make sure no funny business going on during the game, is sitting there as well. Actually, he's standing behind Anthar. And there's a couple other guys dressed like Leosin who are with him as well. The same type of robes and stuff.
Leosin, are these your brothers?
They are brothers from the Harpers.
The Harpers?
Yes, we are part of the Harpers. You've heard of us.
Yeah, I'm surprised you guys are working with the Gauntlet.
Well, we have common enemies, much like the other factions as well, with the Cult of the Dragon. All of the factions have kind of been in contact with each other about the Cult of the Dragon, and we just needed that extra information that I did get sent off last night. I actually did get something back this morning from the Emerald Enclave, too, that they are going to do their part to get involved to stop the Cult of the Dragon as well.
How many brothers are there?
Oh, there's a lot. Would you like to become a brother of the Harpers?
I don't think we're related.
Oh, it's not a blood thing. You just join our faction for good. We're a network of spies. We try to keep the peace, but...
Yeah, spying isn't really Pike's thing.
And I only have 1 foot.
Yes, we discovered that last night. But you lost it valiantly, it sounds like, in the mouth of a roper, as you guys called it.
Yes.
Anthar looks like all serious now. And he kind of looks at you guys and he's like, so Leosin and I were talking. We've got an idea of what we think would work. Clearly they're trying to take the treasure through Baldur's Gate. The problem is you can't take wagons through Baldur's Gate. So we know they're going to arrive on the south side. They're going to have to walk through town with all of the treasure in boxes. And they're going to get a wagon on the north side and take it up the coastal way. So Anthar does have some contacts there. And Anthar speaks up. He says, yes, I have a friend named Aiken Celeban. He's up on the north side, the Blackgate region. And he has his own store. It's an equipage business in the outer city there. And they sell parts, they sell wagons, grease, chains, harnesses. They repair wagons. I'm pretty sure, he has some contacts that he could probably get you with to serve as mercenaries with the caravan that is going to have that treasure with it. It's very common for large groups to partner up to travel that north road. And, so we could definitely set something up with that. I will get a pigeon sent off. We'll get some information sent to him so that you can meet up with him and maybe get set up in the tavern there for a couple nights until the cult shows up. We do know that they had a couple days ahead of you, but you said they were going southwest to Baragost. So we think if you go up to where El Terrell used to be, we'll get you on a little ship. You can take the Kyanthar River, River Kyanthar, up into Baldur's Gate, and you should be there before them. That'll be the quickest way. Do you have any questions so far?
So we're just going to take the river up?
Yeah, you're going to walk north. It's going to be probably 2 days travel to get to the river. And then you're going to walk towards El Terrell along the river. We did get word that El Terrell is missing. There's basically a crater where it once was. But our friend with the boat, his place is still there. It was just outside of El Terrell. So
Would it be possible for us, especially since we're going to try to pass as mercenaries, would it be possible for us to maybe equip ourselves a little bit better? Like my friend here could use something more than chainmail.
I'm glad you said that. Because you're probably going to come across people that were in the camp that might recognize you, I will happily provide clothes, some gear. You know, if you want new weapons, we can definitely do that. But yeah, just make sure you do not look the same. Just do what you can to adjust your appearance. But yes, I can equip you guys with what you guys would.
I will change my boot.
I was just gonna have like Saphira lean over to Pike and be like, they'll be looking for a guy with 2 feet.
Yeah, right.
Love it. Surely you're gonna here. And he's like, look, we're gonna get you 2 boots, okay, Pike. You should probably wear something to hide, you know, your blue skin, green skin. You know, the lighting in this tavern makes it look blue, but clearly it's green. But yes, we should do something to cover that up. And your horns, you might want to do the same kind of thing, cover that up. I don't know how you're going to cover up Saphira. And that metal face over here, we got to figure something out.
Don't worry about him. He's got a bunch of, let's call them masks that he can wear.
We could use dirt.
Okay. But yeah, if there's anything else you guys are going to want for that, that's totally fine. I mean, we can get it for you. So what would you guys like? What kind of gear?
Well, if you have a set of splint armor, that would be good.
All right, let me see if we got that. He turns to his quartermaster. Do we have that? Yes, sir. I believe we do.
Great.
Is
All right.
there sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I don't need anything fancy, just some common splint armor for now.
Anthar says, "Oh, and make sure your holy symbol is not seen, because that also might be a little bit of a giveaway." You know.
Yeah, I normally put that on the inside of my shield in those kind of cases.
Okay. Anybody else want anything?
Is there any sort of disadvantage in stealth if you wear a breastplate or half plate?
Half plate, I think, but I don't know about.
Only if you're not proficient in that armor, I believe.
Okay, because they say it's still medium.
It should say, for instance, if you look at chainmail, it says like heavy armor for sure.
It doesn't specify.
Yeah, for 5e, it depends upon proficiency.
Yeah, even within chainmail, it doesn't say anything. Okay. So then Saphira would inquire about some half plate.
So half plate is disadvantage on stealth.
Oh, okay.
It's on the chart. It has a section called stealth, and it'll say disadvantage next to it.
Well,
a breastplate does not.
I'm just using D&D Beyond. Does it have a dex limit to it?
Yes. Which one? The breastplate?
Is it
14
2?
plus dex modifier, max 2.
Oh, okay. So that won't help me.
All medium armor is a maximum of 2.
So, is it?
Yeah. I'm looking at it in the book right now. Hide is 12 plus dex modifier plus 2. Chain shirt is 13 plus dex modifier max 2. Scale mail 14, breastplate 14, and half plate is 15.
Oh, okay. I see why. Oh, okay.
But we do not have a breastplate. I'm sorry, ma'am.
How about
Right,
something
that's-
along the lines of like a brocade frock, like velvet preferred, but I'll take silk, like maybe a red or an orange. Something fine, like a
Oh, something fancy.
yes.
Okay, yeah. Turns to his quartermaster. Get him the fancy stuff. The guy's like, oh, yes. We will do that. He comes back and it's cotton. Gives it to you. It's like, this is the fanciest we have, sir. This will have to do.
Saul just kind of looks at it and sets it down.
It's purple, though, and you said last night you like the color purple.
That is true. I take it and set it down on the table, never to look at it again. She'll never touch my skin.
You know what? I can use a couple blankets.
Okay, yeah, we can get you some blankets. What about clothes? Do you need more clothes?
What's wrong with my clothes?
You look like you. You
Yeah.
don't want to look like you for where you're going. You'll be noticed.
So you want to
All right.
not look like a druid, is what he's saying.
I mean, you want me to look like Saul?
Hey, here, do you want
Sure.
this fancy cotton?
I mean, it's going to be hard to act like mercenaries if, Plus, you might be escorting a caravan or a wagon that's right next to a wagon of cultists who recognize you.
Saphira, just try the fancy purple cotton frock. Just trust me on this one. Just try it.
Purple cotton frock.
We'll fix it.
What do you? Oh my gosh.
We actually do have some in your size. It is for
Oh.
children, but
Boy, I'm so excited about it. Okay. All right.
quartermaster corrects on there. Actually, it was for a gnome once, but
Oh,
he
you
died.
think that's gonna fit?
Same
Oh,
thing.
great. Oh, great. It's like cursed. It's basically cursed.
Oh, it's not
Cool.
cursed. It's not cursed.
Mm-hmm.
He actually got an infection when in his leg when we
On his
amputated
foot?
his leg. We amputated his leg.
Yeah, it seems, you know what? Like, don't put that bad juju on me, man. I don't know.
We have red.
Okay.
Would you prefer red?
Oh yeah, red, totally. Saphira,
Okay.
red's your color.
All right, I'll take the red.
Okay, here you go. Any weapons?
I mean, I got a halberd and a long sword, so I'm pretty good on options.
I don't need any weapons.
I don't
Bracers.
know what
They're,
else I would use.
do bracers do anything for armor class, or is that only magical?
Only the magical ones, the bracers of defense.
Do they have anything magical? Because that would be appreciated.
For a price,
I've
Yep.
got 5 gold pieces.
I've got nothing for you.
I've got 80 gold pieces to add to her 5 plus my old chainmail.
So chainmail is normally
Plus some leather armor.
okay. So, all right. So basically, you've got like 150 gold, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
So
Is that our group pot?
as of
for
right now, it is.
clarification? Oh, we have
Apparently.
such a
I've been
generous
telling you guys
DM.
gold because I've been making sure I do in like all my games recently. But yeah, that's I guess all you've got. So he tells you, well, with that you could buy a couple healing potions.
We should do that.
Is there effective as eggs?
You get 3 healing, or so with 150 gold, he says they'll give you 5 healing potions. If you pay
Sometimes
all
pikes
150.
they're a little bit better.
Hey, will you throw in like a tri-cornered hat with that for free?
Yeah.
Nice. Sal's a pirate now, guys.
Covers up his horns really well.
Yeah, it does.
All right.
Who
I'd
wants
love to see
hold
that fan
on
art.
to those healing potions?
Saul, you should definitely take one.
We got a long rest.
No, for in the midst of battle when we run out
To
of
hold on to it.
Yep, got it.
Well, if there's 5.
Josh said in the chat that if you get medium armor master, you can get +3 dex to medium armor. But you'd have to spend more feet.
And you would have
Josh.
disadvantage on stealth checks.
That seems like a lot of, optimism that I'm going to remember to do that.
Well,
that
breastplate wouldn't be
that
disadvantaged,
level.
but she can't get it anyways, so they don't
So,
have it.
so is everyone getting a potion then? Or like we all going to carry one since we have?
Yeah, let's all just carry one. That makes sense.
All right.
Okay. Crank's like, ooh, this is exciting. He puts it in his refrigerated backpack.
We should have not given him one.
Yeah.
He's never going to use it.
He's got it
Now
now.
we're gonna get close enough to give it to someone.
Don't make him rope trick it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm going to see if I can have them make some kind of prosthetic boot thing that I can wear that maybe would eliminate one of my disadvantages. I mean, one of my negatives from having missing a foot.
What? Which one in particular are you trying to get rid of?
I'd really want to take away the speed thing because that just slows everybody down.
So they tell you they can make a makeshift thing that'll fit in a boot and help you out for that.
Okay.
So you'll be able to travel long distances at your normal speed.
Okay. So we do you have any cloaks?
Yep, we definitely have some cloaks.
Do you have seal skin?
No, but we have this blue cotton. It's like water. You know, blue like water.
I think it depends on the ocean for that, but
No, it is not like water.
Well, it is blue. Unlike your skin. Will this do?
So it's just basically a blue cotton cloak.
Yep.
Okay. So Pike puts it on, and of course, since he's a water genasi, he's always.
It's actually wool. This one's wool.
Oh, okay.
It's nice. it's warmer.
it's not gonna wait.
Does it have a hood
5
and it's
times
real
everyone.
fuzzy around? It's got the fuzz around it.
Yes, and like if you were around animals, it would catch their hair. It'd be all over it.
and it's real scratchy and itchy and
Yes. Well, you wear it over clothes usually.
It retains the moisture. This is acceptable.
Perfect. Would you like any weapons, Sir Pike?
No, I have plenty.
Okay. So yes, we will get you in a wagon up to the river. We'll have some horses, and we will have somebody escort you. And you will then take the ship into Baldur's Gate, and you will meet up with Aiken Celeban. And Leosin says, "So you guys are on board then, and we're all squared away."
Should be fine.
Okay. Anthar says, "Yes, Leosin, you were correct. These are the type of heroes we need.
Wait, guys.
I never should have doubted you."
Saphira all of a sudden gets like a weird look on her face. She's gonna use her telepathy to like say to you guys, "What are we gonna do with the egg?"
oh
Leosin opens a pouch and pulls out a red gem and says, "When you guys get to Waterdeep, this will be yours."
I'll hold that.
Oh, no. I will have one of my Harper agents meet you there, and we'll give this to you. It's worth about 1,200 gold. So once you get to Waterdeep, you can have it.
What do we want to do about the egg?
You're not gonna be able to carry it with us.
Well,
You didn't think this through, did you?
we can cover it with the 1,000 thread count sheets.
Okay, so wait, I'm just asking. No, we're not doing that. I'm not leaving my sheets. You must be crazy. Like, what am I going to sleep on the road? So, but just out of curiosity, what do we think a dragon's egg costs? We could sell it. It's just a question. I'm not saying we are. It's a question, right?
Well, it depends on what kind of dragon pops out, I would say.
Well, we could say it's any kind of dragon we want. Like, what would the cost of a dragon egg be? How much can we sell it for?
Couldn't we just take it? Could we just keep it on the disc thing and bring it with us?
How are we going to explain that to Aiken Selbon? Like,
it's a sensitive item that we need to transport with us that has value to only us.
And this makes sense to you.
I don't know. I'm trying. Right? What else are we?
She really wants a dragon familiar. Apparently.
Okay, how about this? What if we dig it up, go outside of town, and have Krank rebury it somewhere, and we mark it?
What if it hatches underground? Then it's just gonna die. That's not gonna work.
Period of like a dragon egg. I'm sure.
I don't know, but how far has it gone through its gestational cycle, Saul? Do we know? No.
No.
We know it's 3 feet tall.
I know. Here's what I know. I know it's probably worth a shit ton of money. That's what I know. And we have 80 gold pieces to rub between us. And
oh no, you have no gold anymore.
For months.
You have no gold. You spend it all.
Either we get
Anthar gives you guys each 50 gold, by the way.
It says
for the travel.
Oh, nice. Thank you, Anthar.
Right.
But also, like, either we get nothing or we get something, right? Something's better than nothing.
Yeah, but if we have a dragon, that gets us a lot more something.
Okay, how about this? We don't know what the gestational period is. What if it hatches while we're on the road as mercenaries?
You better start collecting its treasure hoard.
Kill it.
That would depend on who we travel with and what kind of dragon it is. If it turns out to be a blue one,
then how? Okay, fine. Let's go. I'll go along with this insanity. What are we gonna do, Saphira? How are we gonna hide this thing?
I don't know. I'm waiting for Josh to come up with a good idea to help us out. I don't know. I don't have a good way to hide it.
That's why I said we should have smashed it and left it there, because we have no way of trying to raise this thing properly.
We should sell it.
Give it a cloak.
Why smash it?
Give it a cloak.
Put a cloak on it.
Best idea I've heard yet. Put a cloak on it. Cover it in blankets. We'll bring it with us.
If you liked it, then you should have put a cloak on it. If you liked it, then you should have put a cloak on it.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get Krank to use his floating disc over and over again.
Yeah, because Krank doesn't like to waste spell slots like that.
Yeah, he's not going to want a ritual cast every 10 minutes between uses, too. They'll slow down the caravan.
Guys, they said they're going to give us a wagon.
Oh, we could put it in the wagon.
Okay.
Yeah, but then we got to move it onto a boat. And then we got to move it through Baldur's Gate. And walk right by dragon cultists.
We're going to wonder how we got a dragon egg.
We'll put a cloak on it,
Probably buy it,
and we will call it a name.
Could we get it? Dang.
Are you guys talking about this like?
Yeah, we're like talking about this in character, like trying to figure this out.
In front of Leosin and Anthar?
No,
at the
I
table?
don't think in front of Leosin. Like, we stepped away.
Okay. So Leosin and Anthar are just sitting there waiting for you guys then, while you guys walked away from the table.
Sorry, we're discussing Saphira's nephew Egbert.
Egbert?
Yeah, she has custody of Egbert. It's a long story. You know, she's we're trying to figure out whether we should bring Egbert with us or whether we need to find
Really, we need to be able to bring Egbert with us, but we need not a lot of questions asked.
Yes, Egbert is cursed, and we need to remove his curse.
Wow.
Do you
Nice.
think that that's something you can accommodate?
What do you want me to do?
Well, we need some clothes for Egbert. He's about 3 feet tall. He's kind of a heavy child. He's got a little bit of a weight problem, but it's because he's got this really bad illness. And so
He's petrified.
Right. Well, no, he's got this really bad illness. It's kind of like his skin is kind of coming off a little bit. So like people can't go near him. We're going to have to put him in the back of the wagon and cover him up like with cloaks and stuff. Because if the sun touches him, then it really burns the skin really bad. It's a genetic condition. Saphira's family is a little, don't ask. But anyway, so like what we need is to be able to sort of hide him. But we also need... we can't let him out. People can't get near him. For their own safety, right? Because
where is this Egbert right now?
Right now, he's in the care of Saphira's brothers, sisters, mother-in-law, and so.
Do you really think it's a good idea to take a child with you on this?
We have no choice.
Well,
Honestly, we have no choice because if we leave him with Saphira's brothers, sisters, mother-in-law, they're just probably going to throw him into the river because like nobody wants to deal with him. Saphira has a really soft heart.
Leosin, don't the Harpers specialize in babysitting? Couldn't you take this child off their hands for a little bit? Leosin just says, "Shut up."
We couldn't do that because, again, the strange disease that he has.
Yeah, it's a really sensitive issue. It's very personal. So it'd just be nice though if he might be able to kind of help us out a little bit.
It is very personal. I've known Saphira for a long time. She's never told me about
it. So do me a favor.
Over here, I can't believe we're
Pike. So he insights checks Pike, and he believes everything Pike's saying. But
Okay.
Saul, give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I'll do it. That is
Beat a 12.
18.
Okay.
Are you sure he doesn't have advantage?
He believes
we're
you.
helping him.
Yeah, no, he believes him, so it's okay.
Okay.
He's like, well, yeah, we can get you some
It's a
stuff.
13. It's not an 18. I'm sorry.
No, you still beat me by one.
Okay.
So he has his quartermaster go and grab some things, and they bring you some clothes that are probably for like a 400-pound, 6-foot-tall man, like these shorts. But it's basically underwear. It's like stockings. Here you go. Here's this, and then they got like a button-up shirt, long sleeve, that doesn't match, and it's also for a similar-sized man. They're like,
Nice.
Here you go, and they hand it over. This is the best we could do. We couldn't find anything for somebody that girthy.
You know what? I think we could make this work.
Okay, I hope so. Good luck with that. I still
actually
think you should try to not take this child.
I understand your perspective,
Could
but
be a huge problem.
It's for the best for everyone. So thanks for understanding.
Egbert refuses. He will
Saul's
only wear
cool.
Gucci.
Saul actually has calligrapher's supplies as his tools because Saul's a tattoo artist. So Saul's gonna go dress Egbert up in his little cloak, and Saul is gonna draw a face on the tip of the egg.
So this is a black egg. It has like a purple hue to it.
Well, yeah, but that's a skin condition. Like, oh,
Oh
God.
my god. I can't.
Oh. Okay.
All right. So they get the wagon set up for you outside. There's just this commoner who's on it. Clearly somebody from Greenest. And, the wagon's an open top back. You could probably fit like 10 people in it sitting side by side, 5 on each side. So how would you guys like to load up in there?
So it's open top wagon. It's not
Yeah.
closed.
Nope.
Oh, crap. I was kind of hoping that it was going to be closed. How do we want to do this? How are we going to get Egbert onto the wagon?
He's only 250 pounds.
Right. It's a genetic condition. Don't pick on him. I was like,
Is there any hay or anything in the wagon, or
Is there what? Hay?
hay or anything soft?
Nope. It's all wood.
All right, we're gonna need your sheets there, Saul.
no way, no.
I'm gonna take my bedroll and kind of like form it into a circle so that hopefully it's this perfect little like nest for.
Okay. What'd
For
you
the
make a
egg.
nest out of? With the blankets?
Yeah, and
Okay.
the bedroll.
Oh, and the bedroll.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Sounds good. So you lay the bedroll down and then you roll up some blankets to make a nice soft spot. Because bedrolls are not very soft. And you're able to do so. Yeah. The
Then I
guy
imagine
the guy
that we
who's
like
at the front looks back real quick and is like, what is I saw nothing. That was I don't know what that was.
I imagine that we're doing this with like the utmost confidence. Like everybody knows that we should be there doing this.
Oh, yeah,
And
for
like
sure.
we're situating Egbert and we're like, all right, you comfortable? Are you all
Yeah,
set?
no, I was just
Okay.
gonna say, Saul is like, it's okay, Egbert. It's fine. Just like, no, don't cry. It's gonna be fine.
This reminds
Like-
me of Clocky from our other game, Paula. Okay, I'm looking at Krank spells.
He's so caught off guard by Egbert that he doesn't even know what to do.
Okay. Yeah, the guy in the front just faces forward. He's like, I didn't see anything. All right, you guys load up. Yeah, you're all in there, and Anthar and Leosin come outside, and they tell you guys, once again, thank you. By the way, if you guys ever want to join either of our factions, we would love to have you as part of our faction.
Yeah, I'm more of a Zentarum kind of guy, but hey, thanks for that.
Yeah, Anthar's like, yeah, I kind of figured. I still don't know how you did that last night, but there's no way in hell those little arms would beat me in a fair arm wrestling match. Just saying.
Yeah.
But I did get this belt made for you. Here you go. No, you're the arm wrestling champion of Greenest. He gives you this. It's a leather belt, and it's got like a round thing, and you could tell it was made like really quickly, just hammered and dented in. And it says arm wrestling champ of Greenest.
Oh, I don't care. I take it and I wear it, man. I'm sporting that thing with pride.
You might not want to wear that on the caravan.
Oh yeah, good point. I'm wearing it now though. I'm wearing it.
Love it.
You earned it.
All right, so you guys set off, and you're heading north. Not any, like the raider camp was like northwest, so you're not going anywhere near that. And heading north, the guy who's leading the wagon says, "Yeah, I wonder what happened to El Terrell. I can't believe a whole city would just disappear like that."
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a problem.
Yeah, I heard the Order of the Gauntlet and the Harpers and everybody are trying to look into that as well. But now we got this dragon cultist problem. I happened to overhear a little bit when I was waiting for you guys. Sounds like things are getting crazy around here.
When you say disappeared, like, what do you mean by that? All the people disappeared, or the actual town?
City, like the actual city of El Terrell, it was there and then it was gone. I guess Baldur's Gate has been picking up a bunch of refugees from El Terrell.
Oh.
It's been crazy.
So the people did make it, or?
I don't think everybody. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I just, you hear stories from travelers. It was a few weeks ago.
Well, if we get to Baldur's Gate, we can ask some refugees while we're there.
Yeah. I plan on
Sounds
trying
like
to find out at some point, but I'm sure when you guys get to this boathouse, you'll be able to find some more information out. It's literally right next to El Terrell. We'll see the crater.
Oh, so like there's a crater where it was before?
Yeah. That's what I hear.
Sounds
I haven't
like
been up there yet.
Some wizard crap.
Be a really powerful wizard.
All right.
Yeah, man, I don't know.
Drukan is going to sit up in the cart with one boot gently on top of Egbert and his crossbow plan B in his lap.
All right. What's everyone else doing?
I think Saul is sitting up front with the driver, just kind of, bullshitting back and forth.
Okay.
Trying to scam him out of whatever few coins he may have.
He's got like 3 gold on him. I was planning on buying fish with this when I get to the boathouse. I don't want to spend it on any frivolous gambling. I'm not a good gambler.
Tell me a story.
Well, in Greenest a few nights ago, we got attacked by a bunch of kobolds and these other things and drakes. It was pretty. Oh, you don't want my okay.
No, I do. Like, I'm saying, I didn't mean you literally had to tell me a story. I mean, Saul, as we're traveling, is listening to the driver's story. So. Oh,
okay. He'll tell you all about Greenest,
yep.
And it's like the most boring, dull story you've ever heard. He's not even telling you like the cool action. He's literally telling you about how he was holed up in the basement of the mill and like, or not the mill, of a church, and where like basically all he had to do, he just kept hearing people recite similar prayers and he's telling you what they were saying in the prayers. It's so boring.
Well, but he's not looking at Egbert, so
correct. You are doing your job to keep him distracted.
Yes.
Saphir is definitely in the back with Egbert, I imagine, looking out the back of the wagon.
Okay. What's Pike doing?
I guess I would probably be on the opposite side of Saphira, just watching to see if, just looking out, see if anything's coming.
And Drukan, where'd you say you were again?
Inside the cart, kind of resting with one foot gently on Egbert to keep him from rolling around, and I had my crossbow in my lap, kind of looking out to one side of the cart.
Okay. All right. So we'll say you're like facing Pike's, like the opposite direction of Pike.
Yeah.
You and Saphira are looking the same way, out the one side. So
well, I'm looking out the back.
Right. That's what you said. Sorry. So the first day goes by. Nothing happens. Nothing you notice. You get up to where the river is and the road turns, and you're still a ways out from El Terrell. And there's a lot of like foliage here and stuff. So right here is Greenest. You guys have to travel up. You pass through whatever this is, Burdus, but not through it, but like by it. You keep going straight though up to the river, and then hang a left. About halfway between where you met the river and El Terrell, you come across moderately wooded area, and everyone give me a perception check, because you would be looking out for bandits and things like that, knowing that there's a lot of foliage here.
How many nights did we stay in Greenest? Just one, right?
Just one. Yep.
Okay, so I still
and you've done one night on the road too.
Okay, so I would assume
you're fine. You're no longer exhausted.
Okay, good.
Duquesne got a 10.
I got a 21.
Okay.
17 for Saul.
Okay.
What were we rolling for again?
Just perception.
Perception? Okay, 4.
So anybody who rolled above an 18, you do see some movement in the trees and bushes.
Tafira is going to use her telepathy to let everybody know.
Okay.
Hey guys, I saw something moving in the bushes over there. How big does this thing look? Like a large thing moving in the bushes?
No,
or just
the
like
bushes
there's
are
a rabbit.
The bushes are like 4 feet tall. It just seems like maybe there's something in it. But you also saw some movement that like kind of caught your eye, but you didn't see what it was. Not even near those same bushes. You think maybe you would think logically there could be some sort of a ambush set up.
Be on the lookout for some kind of ambush.
Okay.
Did you tell the driver too?
Yeah.
All right, so he stops the horses. There's 2 horses pulling.
Doesn't that make it obvious that we saw something now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. You guys are about 40 feet out from where you saw the movement. And we'll end the session right there.
Hooray.
I told you guys. I would totally be going for another 20 minutes, but certain things. Somebody's drank too much water tonight. So hopefully you guys enjoyed that session. That's the first session I think we've had of this campaign of No Combat.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
It definitely is.
So you guys are on your way to the boathouse, and then from there you'll get a ride up on a boat into Baldur's Gate, and you will then go to the north side of Baldur's Gate. You'll probably have a couple days to hang out there. So before our next session, if you guys want to think of things you want to try to do in Baldur's Gate, that would be awesome. If you want to shop or anything like that. There are magical things that you could possibly buy. There might be opportunity for downtime for the 2 days. Or if you want to maybe try to pick up a job by day to maybe earn a couple extra coins, something like that. All those things, if you want to think about that before next session, just let me know.
I was thinking about
Not a
how
good
much
set.
you could get for a dragon's egg in Baldur's Gate. I bet
Okay.
you could get a pretty penny.
Is Saul going to be asking around when he gets to Baldur's Gate?
Maybe.
How much is a dragon's egg worth?
He's thinking about it.
Okay. How much is a dragon's egg worth? All right, cool.
Hypothetically. Just
Hypothetically, yeah.
hypothetically. Yeah, right.
So with that, we will end the session right there. The links to all of these wonderful people is in the description. Go check them out. They're on Twitter, Discord, Facebook, all that good stuff. Links, though, are below. YouTube, and Twitch. So, again, go check them out. And we'll see you guys for this campaign in 4 weeks. Otherwise, we have Dragon Age Tuesday. We have Pulp Cthulhu Thursday. We've got Pathfinder Friday. And then we've got the Black Rock Adventures on Saturday. So this is a busy week of games. And we look forward to seeing you guys back. So, this is Master of the Game. I'm Juice. Game on.
Take care.
Bye.